So in this video, my friends, I'm going to be taking you guys through the entire Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies Liberty Falls Easter egg, the main quest, if you will. If you do enjoy this one, consider leaving a like, subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and jump straight into this video. All right, my friends, so to kick off this Easter egg, what we're going to be wanting to do is to basically craft the jet gun. Now, we can go inside of the church here, and we can kind of technically start the first step, but we're just going to do it after the jet gun because we're going to need the jet gun anyways, and it's just more efficient to do it that way. So if you don't know how to craft the jet gun, I have a super kind of more in-depth detailed guide, but I'll kind of do the abridged version here. I'll walk you guys through it kind of speed run style. But if you need a little bit more context and information, check out my jet gun guide linked in the description below because it'll take a little bit more time than I'm going to right here. I'm just going to assume that you get the gist of it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to wait for this guy to kind of die right here. The guy that has overalls, and pick up the keys off of him once he dies over here in the graveyard. The graveyard is going to be located right here on the map, right by the church. So again, he's a groundskeeper. He looks like a farmer, has a farmer's kind of clothes, plaid shirt, and overalls. His name will literally say groundskeeper. Pick up those keys. We're going to go over here to the shack right to the right of the graveyard. We're going to open it up by interacting. Then we're going to find a piece right here, and that's going to be that piece done. What we're going to do from here, we're going to head down here. And again, you can do this in any order, obviously. We're going to go over here right by the speed cola to the right, the flower shop. There's going to be a little valve. We're going to pick up the valve right here. And we're going to be making our way over to the bowling alley. There's a few different ways to get the bowling alley. I'm just going to be going around from the church over here. The bowling alley is going to be right down there. So bowling alley is going to look like this. The door is going to be right there. You see where the location is on the map. Once we go inside, we're going to head right to the right of the kind of, bowling lanes. There's going to be this box on the wall. We're going to smash it. We're going to place a valve there. And we're just going to keep holding square to put the water pressure up. If you have to let go, it's fine. The pressure might go down very slowly. It's going to spawn a bunch of zombies around you. So if you're doing this solo, you're going to have to kind of let go once in a while and then come back to it. But just keep holding it until the water pressure is completely filled. And once the water pressure is completely filled, it's going to pop out with this little piece here. You're going to pick it up off the ground, and we're good to go and continue to the next part. All right, so the next one you're going to want to do is get a mangler arm. You can either craft that at a bench for $12.50, which I'm going to do right here, or you can just shoot the arm off of a mangler. We're going to go to the radio house, which is located right here on the map. We're going to shoot it with the R2 button right there. Once we're inside, we're going to look through the dirt piles, and we're going to be looking for, not that, we're going to be looking for wires. So we're just going to interact with all the dirt piles until we find wires. There's the wires right there. I might die, but I got the wires, and that's going to be the third part, and we can craft the jet gun. So we're going to be going over to the motel right here. Just be very careful when you go up here. You can either climb here, or you can just go up the stairs here. Once you do that, basically what's going to happen is a bunch of zombies are going to kind of run out of the door like that. So just be careful. And we're going to go inside of this motel room. There's going to be a crafting bench. We're going to go ahead, interact with the crafting bench. We're going to craft the thunder gun, pick it up, and we are good to go and continue this Easter egg. All right, so for the first kind of technical step, obviously you need the jet gun. You could have got the jet gun also out of the mystery box. We're going to be going to the church, top left, or kind of sort of, I guess, all the way west, bottom corner of the map right here. We're going to be opening up the church. Again, this is what it looks like. Bowling alley's down there. Spawn's kind of where my teammate's at. We're going to open it up, go inside. This is where you're also going to find the pack-a-punch. You're going to go to this machine, hold the interact button with it. On it, rather, it's going to have a big white flash. There's going to be this whole dialogue that starts with this new character. Not this guy, not Blanchard, or however you say his name. It's going to be Panos, however you say his name. He's going to actually appear up here. It's going to be a little bit of lengthy dialogue, so just kind of get through that dialogue, and I'll tell you guys what to do once that dialogue is finished. All right, so once he's done his dialogue, he's basically going to say something about an LTG device. We're going to go here. We're going to interact with this. It's going to trigger this whole dialogue. And since we already have the jet gun, we're going to grab the very first piece that we need right here, which is actually going to be with R2, not L2. So go ahead, use the R2 ability and suck that part over to you. That's going to be the first part we're going to have to get. Going from here, there's going to be two other parts. So I'm just going to go ahead all in one kind of fell swoop, if you will, just for sake of consistency and easeability, I guess. We're going to go up here. This is going to be right above speed. Speed's going to be right below us. We're going to be jumping over to this, I guess, truck. And in that window, you can see it right there in front of me. We're going to suck the part out of that window. That's going to be the second one there. Going from here, we're just going to be going down to the comic book shop, which is going to be this building right in front of me. I'm just going to hop over here. I'm going to open up these doors, which I've not yet done. Looking up in the ceiling right above here where this guy's at, we're going to go ahead, suck this part out of there. That's going to be 3 out of 3 parts, and we can go ahead and craft the LTG device. Now, to craft the LTG device, we're just going to go back up onto this roof right here, or you can go over there if you want to, but this is kind of shorter. And we're going to be zip lining across over. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up this zip line. I'm going to zip line over to this roof. Again, there's another zip line going from the church over here. So you know, you can grab these parts in any order. You're going to go over to this crafting bench over in the back of this building. We're going to craft this device. We're going to grab it. And now there's going to be 2 different locations we could go to. There's going to be one right down there. You see there's kind of like a gray cloud. And there's going to be one over there by the church. I'm going to start at the church. And basically the way this is going to work is we're going to go ahead. We're going to place this device down underneath the lightning strike. There's going to be kind of a little spot right here. I'm going to place it there. But I'm going to first wait for my teammate to get over to me because I'm going to need a little bit of help probably. All right, so you're going to go ahead. You're going to interact right here. Interact button. This thing's going to spawn. You're going to have to protect it for a minute. Make sure it doesn't get completely damaged. If it does, you're going to have to flip around in order to kind of restart the process. So just make sure that you know, hopefully don't let it get destroyed. It can be a little bit tricky, obviously, but just keep chipping away at it. And what you're going to be waiting for is that timer to run out. So once that timer runs out, what's going to happen is it's going to start turning red. And a special kind of high value target's going to spawn, and you're going to have to get its health really, really low. So you can see this is a very special, very tough mangler. You want to get its health oh, actually, no, this one is not a mangler. I guess it's random every single time. Usually it's a mangler, but this time we got, I still call them Marguas, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And we're going to get it very, very low until it starts emanating this kind of purple glow. All right, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wait for that purple glow to kind of come around the high value target, whichever high value target you got. And then what I'm going to be doing is going inside of the church. We're going to be grabbing one of these canisters, but you're not going to be able to run with it or really jump too high. Then we're going to be kind of luring it over this way. Hopefully I don't die on the way down. We do have a special zombie round, which could be good or bad. I'm not really sure. Again, maybe pull out your knife. You go slightly quicker if you have your knife out. We're going to be kind of luring it down here, and we're going to be activating this trap. So what we're going to be wanting to do is kind of lure it down here. I'm going to be placing this down here. Let's say like I place it right here, maybe. And we'll just lure the boss down here and then activate this trap. And we're going to try to kill it right kind of where this is. Actually, you know what? I could have put it up here, which is probably a better idea, but now he's already close, so I'm just going to go back here, and I'll place it back here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to activate the trap, and we're going to basically lure it into this trap, and what we want to do is for the trap to kind of kill it. I'm going to lower its health a little bit. There you go, the trap killed it, its soul went inside, and at this point, what I'm going to want to do is grab this canister again, and I'm going to bring it back to the church, but this time I have 1 minute and 30 seconds to bring it back to the church. So again, you're going to kind of maybe want to pull out your knife to make things go a little bit quicker. So bring it over to church, and you can imagine that once we do the second one, which is much further from the church, it's going to be even more annoying, but I'll show you guys how to do that. So bring it over to the church. We're going to go over to the machine, and we're going to be basically popping it back into the machine right here. So I'm going to interact with the machine, and there you go. That's going to be done. And we can go ahead and do the second one. So we got to do this one more time. So once you're done the very first one and you pop the first canister into this device, what you're going to want to do is there's going to be a little thing, a little compartment that's going to open up with this little device. And what we're going to be doing is using it with the L1. Now, if I actually hold out this device with L1, it's going to show that there's a signal either low or it's going to get medium or high. And there's three different locations we're going to be wanting to go to. One of them is going to be here, but there's one right up here. We'll check this one out first. So if you go into the back of these grounds over here, you're going to find that there's going to be a second location right here. And if I pull it out, it says medium. Okay, so you can see the color on my screen is yellow. So I'm going to interact with this. And what I want to do is make this color yellow. So there you go. Boom. This is yellow. And so that's it. This one is done. And then if I head over here on the rooftops, so again, just kind of going across from where Speed Cola is, we're going to drop down by this, drop down. There's going to be another one right here you're going to find. And you can see that this one is also going to be yellow. Okay, so what I actually discovered is if this one is showing green for me. So if it's actually showing green, you're actually going to put it red. And the ones that are yellow, you're going to be putting yellow. And once you do that, if you let it sit for a couple seconds, eventually you're going to see these beams kind of beaming out of it and showing that it's kind of going to one particular spot, which is going to be over here in the spawn area. So over here in the spawn area, if I go back over here, just kind of past this big, whatever you call that, you're going to see a crate kind of, or not a crate, but a canister sitting right above this thing. So at this point, we can go ahead and we can spawn the next high value target. So before we can do the second one, we're going to actually have to go grab our device. Don't forget about your LTG device, whatever it's called. Go back here, pick it back up. We're going to have to grab that, and then we can go over to the second location, which again is going to be kind of straight ahead from where I am right now. I'll just kind of run over there if you guys want for context. Again, I like to try to be as thorough as possible, show you guys as much context as possible, just so you don't get, you know, kind of too confused with it or anything like that. I'll just go by this, I guess. It's going to be right down there. So I'm going to go kind of jump down here. We're going to jump down here, and we're going to go around, and we're going to repeat the exact same cycle by placing this thing right here. So I'm going to place it down. It's going to spawn more zombies again, and we're going to have to protect it. All right, so again, once the portal kind of finishes to kind of do the thing, it's going to turn red, and another zombie special high value target is going to spawn out of it. This time we're going to be wanting to, again, we're going to lower its health, but we're going to be dragging it kind of towards here, and the spawn area is where we're going to be wanting to go with this one. So just keep that in mind and go ahead and lower its health until it's kind of emanates that purple aura once again. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to grab the canister out of this thing over here. There's going to be another trap right here. So anywhere where there's these kind of wires, you can see the wires where they kind of end right here. You're going to basically put the canister there. So I'm just going to wait to see where exactly our high value target's going to be coming from. He kind of ran away for a quick second, so just give me 1 minute. All right, so we see him coming down this alleyway here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it right in here in front of the motel. Right here is where we're going to be kind of luring him into. And as soon as my teammate is able to lure him over that kind of trap area, we're going to do the exact same thing as we did before. We're going to activate this trap right here, and we're going to be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to activate it. He's inside. We're going to kind of lure him in again. We're going to maybe lower his health a little bit. You're going to see his soul go back inside. Thankfully, we got a max ammo as well. We're going to grab the canister, and now we're going to have to run it back. So we're actually going to go this way. This is probably going to be the quickest way to run it back. We're going to try to hurry as fast as we humanly possibly can. We're going to open up the barrier. We're going to go through the bowling alley because, again, this is going to be the fastest way to get back to the church. I'm going to show you guys the entire path just in case you need that additional help. So I don't just kind of cut ahead and whatnot, if you will. So we're going to go ahead. We got like a minute and a half. Unfortunately, we just flipped rounds as well. The zombies died in the trap, so that's never fun. But we're almost there in the church, and we're going to go ahead and place this final canister inside right here. So go ahead and place it in there, and that part is done. All right, guys, so make sure you well equip before doing this because we're pretty much at the end. So once you've well equipped, you got all the perks you want, we're going to head into the church over here. We're going to go up to this machine. We're going to hold square to activate it, and it's going to basically be this quote-unquote boss fight. It's going to be 3 waves of enemies. We're going to be stuck inside of here. So make sure you have things like sentry guns or mutant injections or whatever. The first wave is going to be pretty much simple zombies. Second wave is going to get a little bit harder. Third wave is going to get a little bit harder. I'll show you guys a little bit of what each round looks like. And then once you complete the third round, you will be done the Easter egg. So just kind of hold out here. Get as much as you can well equipped. Like I said, increase your rarity of your weapon, whatever you can. And we should be good to go. Monkey bombs might help as well. So keep in mind, you do have Pack-a-Punch in here as well. So if you haven't fully Pack-a-Punched any weapons, you can go ahead and Pack-a-Punch as well while you're in here. After round 1, you're going to have a max armor. And then round 2 is going to start. And again, if you're with a teammate, you can kind of swap out with your streaks. So my teammate's going to use his mutant injection on round 2. And I'm going to try to use mine on round 3. After round 2, you're going to be getting a max ammo. Thank goodness for that. And then we're going to have one more round to go. Guys, hold out just a little bit longer. You're almost there. Those zombies are quick. There's going to be lots of them. Make sure you also get brain rot if you can before you come in here, like any kind of ammo mods, because those definitely help. And then there's going to be a dialogue when you get close to the end, and you are going to go down. Don't worry. It's part of the whole kind of thing. As you can see, the trophy is unlocked. Don't freak out too much. You do have to die. You're going to have a whole cutscene that's going to play. I'll let you guys enjoy it, and then I'll quickly get back with you after the cutscene finishes. So it's going to ask you to continue playing and individually choose to continue playing the match with a special reward or exit the match after you see your after action report. If you continue to play the match, you're basically going to get all of these sort of items. So it says, you know, continue playing the match with a special reward or exit the match. So it's up to you. You're going to get like a bunch of items, ray gun and all that good stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and just going to exit it personally, and we'll see what we get once we get out of this sort of whole dialogue. But guys, congratulations. you have completed the Easter egg in Liberty Falls. Main quest complete. You should have your trophy done as well. It's pretty tough in there, but if you're well prepared, I believe you guys could do it. So just keep at it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this guide and found it useful, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. It really helps with the channel. And we have one last thing to quickly kind of close out this video with. So one of the additional rewards that it doesn't seem to pop up is if you actually go to your weapons tab, you go to the wonder weapons, you go over to the ray gun, you can see that you have now unlocked a very special variant of the ray gun. So you can see right here, this is what it looks like. You can basically equip it. It is the Project Janus Security Edition of the classic Zombie Blaster. It looks pretty sick. It's kind of like black and gray and whatnot. So you have your default skin, but then you also have this special ray gun version as well. So again, congratulations for completing the Easter egg. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Keep it locked for more, and until the next one, game on. We'll see you guys soon. Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.